Every person in this place who is a believer can operate on a higher level because God has dealt to each person in this house a measure of faith that enables them to receive from God in a greater way and to be used by God in a greater way. But what you choose to do with the faith that He has given you is up to you. He's given to each one a measure of faith, but what do you do with that faith that He has given you? But let's say we have an arm wrestling competition after service. Goal is find out strongest man or strongest arm. So we're going to have an arm wrestling competition, find out who the strongest person is in the church. In the end, people are going to look, they're going to see the winner, and they're going to say, that person right there has more muscle than me. Look how strong they are. Now, here's the thing I want to bring out. The truth is they don't have any more muscles than you, meaning that they weren't created with more muscles. You're all created with the same amount of muscles. Everyone in here was born with the same amount of muscles in their body. The difference is how you choose to use the muscles you were given. People who are stronger weren't born with more muscle, they just have carried more weight. But you know, Kenny's strong. And God's dealt to me and He's dealt to Kenny the same amount of muscle. I ain't going to say the story. I'm not going to say the story. Same amount of faith. Right? Kenny, I wasn't even going to go there, and you said it. I was walking through the lobby last summer, and they were arm wrestling. I don't know who was arm wrestling first. Kenny, Justin, I don't know. How did it start? Do we even know how it... I just walked through the event happening. I was just standing back watching, you know, Kenny and Justin arm wrestling. And Kenny goes, you want to arm wrestle me? Okay. Just say when. When? Kenny's like, And Kenny's eyes were about that big. And he goes, do Justin. Now, I'm going to tell you, my arm has never felt the same since that day. I don't know what happened that day, but my point, Kenny, was that we were created with the same amount of muscle. What we do with that muscle, which, what's interesting, this will get me later in my point, Kenny, if you were to put us side by side, no one would put me in the winning circle. Same is true in your faith. A lot of times you'll look at people, see, the kingdom works completely different than the world system. You try to judge something by the outside, and God says it right. He says, man looks on the outside, I look on the inside. And so let me get to my point. I wasn't going to say it. Wasn't going to say it, but we have same muscle, blood, opportunity. The only difference between me and Kenny is what we choose to do with what we've been given.
Hope you liked the video you just watched. I think there are some other ones you can click somewhere around here. We don't know which way they are, but they're somewhere on the screen. Click it.